Anyway, I hit the wrong button. But this is effectively what's left of the campsite. Pardon me while I take a minor leak. You officially expressing my bladder better than the kids in France. But anyway, and seriously, that's what's left. They totally wrecked that table. That was a Lazy Susan that I had connected to it. It was really cool. It was a cat house on the bottom, and well, yeah, at first, and then I had the seasonings on top. Yeah, we had to wait to see if they liked the bottom or the top of it, and they liked the bottom because it was nice and cool in the middle of summer. So yeah. Now, I was trying to actually find the brick they used to hit me. Instead, sure, it's got hair follicles and shit on it. I found their boot over here. Because I'll tell you what, my system was set up like a lean-to hunter's lodge here, with that table on 4 legs and an angle with 2 flat boards that were set up basically in case someone came through an alley on a motorbike, because there was some situations going on. So anyway, you can see the main center here, and what's now left of where the tent was. And then I basically rented out to my friends. Lazy Susan's basically still in good shape. I could still salvage the thing. Of course, they were using that over there. That was all for a radiator fan. Freaking put hot water in the grill I got. Steam. This was my upgrade shit. It was all nice and organized. Yeah, it was bad. So I come running through this area. Threw my tablet over here. I found a fucking shoe bag. It does. That was a war. That was the whole table, my guitar, everything, and the shopping cart, and everything. The entire camp was in my shit. So he kept all of that aside. He nearly stomped my kittens out. Disappeared. Come back through here. I'm just probably gonna still find little shit. Who knows? You know, that's where I was. About there. After the entire incident occurred here. And shit. I know about this spot right here. What's funny, this is the exact spot where I had to take the impact. And that's right when I put my energy field up. Biokinetic static electric. That's how I was able to survive that with effectively minimal impact. I'm still seeing manifestation of someone's aggression. Either way. See. And listen, far-fetched as that sounds, that's just reverse psychology, profiling, and forensics. Which is unfortunate, even more so. So, as I stated in previous videos, that's not fair for anyone. Especially when I'm trying to run into the landlord or anyone that can register the paperwork I have, look at my situation, say yeah. And they might almost have to take it. It's not a gamble, it's a certain thing, but to a degree it could be a gamble. But it's like take the wager, not a gamble. The wager is I'm legit. That's the true language here. The wager is I am legit. And I'm not a bum, I'm not a drug addict, I'm not even a drunk. Although I have had I'd prefer to drink than Papa Zanny. I won't argue that with that. But this is how I've got, my old classic camera style, so you can't really tell where I am. Anyway. Yeah, I've gotten real good at that. I was trying to join these guys that were with the Ghost Hunters with Toledo. Haunted Toledo is what they were called. Has come to mind. Yeah, for real, like, these are gonna be in good shape. Like I said, those are the 10 posts after my buddy braced them for me. God, I want you to just want to make a little video of me cooking food on a grill. Anyway, about to. But I gotta find the right camera angle so you can't tell where I am. Let's see here. There. Anonymous fence. And unfortunately, I might actually have to go to fix this so I can at least see my face. There, camera dropper. Anyway. See if I can get that camera angle right there for you. And this thing's been a pain in my ass. It's got like a knot in it that's dang annoying as fuck. You can't quite hit the right oscillating frequency that'll cause it to snap off. I'll just have to go smaller. That's like butter. Oops. Until I cut my damn pinky off with my grilling up my knife. Go figure. That is a little too thin, as you can see. Like I said, off-grid survival. I was ready to do this to start from the basics. That's that knot I was talking about. I think, and that's how sharp this SOB truly is, with my own custom sharpening on it. In fact, forget everything they ever told you, and I'm not teaching you. So, just to demonstrate. Whoops, I hit the oscillating frequency of the glass in my tab. Oops. No, I don't want you to be able to identify the background. Just gonna have to deal with that. This is why some of my videos ain't posted until I'm long out here. Of course, what I'm looking at is serious. I would love, Especially how I've had my Facebook post being like FCC'd effectively by somebody. It's like I got a Karen or something. Meanwhile, I'm going to get back to the outdoorsman level and living off grid and prospecting and homesteading, which is my original mission bulletin and statement, which also means hybriding all of my skills from every department for this, which is basically what I was going to do with my family. Like, we're going to go get a plot of land and start from there. I don't care if we have to rent, to own, or build our own shack, shed, add solar, and then connect the water and power to it with, we can do more than solar power. There's also solar water heating. There's thermodynamic solar systems as well as antifreeze-based ones for thermal distribution between winter and summer. I'm not much of a solar guy, but that's fundamentally basic. And see, someone misled my wife into thinking I was going to drag her to the streets. No, I'm going to. Babylon must fall. And if Babylon won't let me go live on my own, maybe enemy. So effectively, I went the neutral route, diplomatic. I said, well, there's got to be somewhere I can start bare bones. Right? Roll up my sleeves. Get shit done. Independently, some vector, right? Instead of dealing with these fucktards that want to play, oversight, that don't even know what question to ask. And welcome to your question misleads you. That's bad. They got kid deterrents that are worse than that. Even my cold solder shit, not solder, cold welding, cold smithing, not welding, is based on sono smithing effectively. That's why I call it cold. And you hit the oscillating frequency of the two metals in a chord. And now I'm as bad as, the angels teaching man how to make weapons, right? Oh, no, don't worry about it. I'll just drop a feather for you and call it Excalibur. Not to get too, ostentatiously. No, I didn't do that on purpose. Here's a link to save the day. Plagiarism alert, I guess. Context reference. Look, it's a bow even. Anyway. And now you remember what I was just using as a hammer, right? I'm going to use a little. I don't know what variable keeps making that move. Okay, there's a friction stabilization point underneath the base of the camera, and unless something hits an oscillating frequency somehow, it doesn't make sense. I've got it wedged there, so why it keeps falling is strange. I'm open to scientific inquiry for that. See how real that is? And how real my skills are. Think that's a game? Skills. I can make it a game. I wish I was on drugs. I'm gonna wish I had another beer for what you thought I was doing. And that's still me all day playing guitar, 3-4 hours trying to get one beer. You see. Whoops, that's how sharp that is. Anyway, not a game. Because I did my own custom sharpening technique. As you can see. See, that ain't strength, that is skill. Now, this is probably going to be my most exemplary video I've probably made ever. I mean, how many weapons does someone need? I just crafted an arsenal. Just by splitting wood. No, this one I'm probably keeping. This one's probably going to be my tool. Instead of using a hammer that dings up the dang blade. And this one's a gold alloy, so I don't want to fuck it up. Anyway, there's another method. That seems there's a hollow point here under the ground I'm on. That's the sound of there being a hollow point underneath. So that's what I'm going to grab this one. And see, I hit that little knot there. Now watch what happens. I can't. I got to oscillate it first. Now bring right angle deflection there. That was close. Yeah, I wish I could get a better angle on that. But you can see the break at that point is a sonofracture. So what I'm going to do is a smart thing and do a smaller one. That's how sharp that bitch is. Almost got it. This will be, you got the blue knife. This knife, I'll have to tell you a story because only a couple people know it. But this thing is carbon reforged. Electroplated with carbon. Check out the you can't quite, doesn't quite do it justice. Although you can kind of pick up the purple deflection of light. This sucker ain't no joke. That's how fucking thin. That ain't no fucking joke. That's like, watch this one when I do this. Done. It's like Buffy Beware at that point. And I can control the angle. That ain't just going down. That's going every direction at once. Check that. You can see it. You can smell it like sawdust. Now this thing actually is still sharp, but I just have to build a new handle for it to do the old tapping method. But it's annoying. Like I said, it sounds a little hollow. Like I'm cutting meat. Then slides. Welcome to the deli. And you were worried about this janky ass piece of shit. Like, you leave weaponry up to this bitch. I'm having too much fun. Anyway, I get too sarcastic about this, but you know, that's why I went to go take my ancient arts off grid. Because this scares the locals. Hello. And by the way, it's Devil's Night. And I ain't no devil, but I know what goes on. I might do a dine and dash. It's been a few years. Not to snitch on myself or anything, but I did one my first year here. And it was one of my first I ever did really alone without the chick saying, come on, let's go. And I just made it look like I was waiting for a You know what's cool about this thing is it actually does. That's how effing sharp that thing is. And I still eat off of it. Excuse me while I get things a little bit more travel size here. Meanwhile, you know, when I'm setting up over at that spot I just showed you earlier in the video, I had all of this down pat. You know, washing station, food storage, and I was just basically presenting to my friends that were on their way up or out. Ain't that a cool little art piece? Check that out. Nature did that in physics. Technically, physics is still nature, not numbers. Well, at least if you're like me and base all of your science on all your numbers on real world things. See, check that. Made another one. Check this one out. The reason why I keep some of these. Meanwhile, I probably got people that don't even know I'm doing a little recording. That's why I've whited out the background for you. I already have to deal with taking care of kitten litter training. I love every moment of it. Check that one. paintbrush now. Look at that. Look at how sharp that SOB is. Check that out. This piece of wood, not this. This will kill you. This will just maim you a little bit. This will fucking leave slivers in you they'll be picking out for years. You underestimate the power of wooden blades, apparently. Here's Link to save the day. That's how you know this one. I'm almost ready to make dinner. This will be the next fucking part of the video. It's like Zest splits wood. It's the name of this video. Anyway. I don't know, should I do it like, alright, is that too much slow or are you,